Welcome back, everyone. We've restarted with Serral as the planet and King Kyrus. And we're just sort of exploring the land, seeing what's out here. Again, some of what we've seen before is still the same, so there's not a great big change there. But just because I can't stand the sight of magic items or treasure sitting on the ground without me acquiring them, I'm going to go ahead and pick some up. So, we're going to move closer to this one, and go to the next turn. Potion for defense. Alright, let's drink that bad boy. Take our advantages, and move on. Gonna make one minor change this time as we come through here. Again, this is just pure terrain additive. Doesn't change much. And continue on. Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. Pick up some books that had knowledge. And then kind of travel onwards. Now, remember, we know that there's a golem down here. We're going to just kindly avoid that later. We're going to swing back through here and pick up whatever and see what's out here, beyond here, as it were. A dusty old book. Arcane knowledge. Well, let's read our book. Fill our spell point pool. Look at our spells. We only have Revive Land. It costs essence, and that's, we have 15 essence. This will affect our other abilities down the road, so we want to be careful when we're doing it. Since we know this golem can defeat us easily, we're just going to stay away. And move on, because I think a good spot to build a city is somewhere right around in here. I'm just not sure yet for positive effect. Okay, and we're going to just move on. If you're ever curious why you can't go somewhere, it's probably because you walked into some trees. Spiders. Spiders we should be able to defeat. They're 2-1, we're a 4-0. We have no defense, so we can likely kill them. But obviously not the slag. That slag is a extra powerful creature, so we're going to have to definitely avoid that. That one will probably require an army to defeat. And let's just go a little closer to the spider and see about setting something up in here. Next turn. Spider didn't attack us or move around, so we'll just go ahead and pick up some treasure. A book that contained magical knowledge. That was creepy, watching the little guy skirt across the land. Let's go here. And if you're going to do experiments, especially when you're in beta, you should probably make saves. So let's do a save for Serral 3. Go back to the game. And let's gamble and see if we can defeat a spider. I guess the answer to that is yes. A spider is actually dangerous. It caused us some significant harm. But we defeated it and got some experience. So, we're going to continue next turn with exploring this area. And remember, there's advantages to everything you do and disadvantages. So, next turn, another book of spell knowledge. That's just nice. So let's continue exploring, revealing more of the map. It looks like there's a kingdom over here, so it's probably about time for us to go set some roots down somewhere. Looking at the map, strategically speaking, utilizing the land in between here might be useful. I'm going to probably go back here and set up a city, but not yet. See, what I'm actually going to do, because this doesn't seem like a bad area, and I like the idea of having neighbors. I would want to set a city here. But even as I'm speaking about it, I'm thinking about the reality. Just because you want something doesn't mean it's always worth having. So I think we will just build a city here anyways. Hope the terrain kind of, covers us. We're missing out on some advantages to building it here. But in the meantime, we need to set down some roots. And we will call this town Tirareed. No. 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 Reiza. That sounds interesting. And remember, we're close enough to the Twilight Bees that we might be able to take advantage of that later. As it is now, we're going to want to build some things into our village. See what we can get. Now, they've really streamlined a lot of this, so you just can't just spew stuff out. You actually have to be cognitive of your choices that you're making and placements. Now, building a command post, it's very important for purposes of being able to build troops. And I'd like the idea of being able to build some troops, so we'll build that there. The workshop should probably come this way to expand the town. Gardens also should come this way. Merchant won't let us build this direction, so we'll just have to utilize our merchant here. And a study, well, there's a good reason to build that, because we need to have some research points before we go off exploring again. And a temple. We'll put the temple over here. And a palace seems to cost a lot, but it provides wealth.